Okay, for a second, just try to move your mind away from Call of Duty and picture a scenario. Just close your eyes and think about this. It's boxing night. The title fight is Vladimir Klitschko, and his opponent is the Golem out of Lord of the Rings. Now think of those two spectrums. You've got one gentleman who's about 6'4", probably weighs about 19-20 stones in weight. He's a proficiently strong boxer. He's the heavyweight champion of the world. He has all the ingredients to destroy a man just by potentially looking at him. The other one is a small, evil, nasty, cantankerous orc type thing. Yes, he's cunning, he's evil, and I'm sure he would stab you in the back at any opportunity. But with regards to power and strength, no, you're hardly going to back away in a bar fight with him, are you? However, when the title fight starts, you lean down to pick up your Pepsi drink. You take one look at the ring, and Vladimir is lying spark out on the canvas, with a broken jaw, a ruptured earlobe, a fractured hip bone, a broken collarbone, 3 broken ribs, a broken wrist, and a partridge in a pear tree. You then look over to the other end of the ring, and there is the Golem, trying his hardest to hold his arm up proudly, but the weight of the boxing glove is weighing him down. Now, for all intents and purposes, would you say that that should have possibly happened? Of course it shouldn't. So why oh why, if I was running into a very dangerous war-type situation, with the enemy holding fully automatic light machine guns, the kind of guns that could cut a man in two just by holding the trigger down for 1 second, completely accurate and fast-firing assault rifles, and of course don't forget the ever-popular submachine guns, the go-to guns for most players in this game because they're easy to handle, easy to maneuver, and can be fired from the hip. So why would I run at them with a little old pistol, something that's just supposed to be there for emergency reasons? If I run out of ammunition, I reach down for the pistol. It's a backup weapon. That's what they're used for in real life. Now, the one thing I did last night out of pure curiosity was I decided to try and test all of the pistols in the class. So I tried them all, starting with the 5.7, terrible. TAC 45, very powerful. Executioner, disgusting. Cap 40, very, very overwhelming. In fact, I would say the Cap 40 was the second most overpowered gun, particularly when I unlocked the extended mags attachment. Yes, it only gave it about 20 bullets, but still, you wouldn't need to use all of those 20 bullets to put one man down. And the reload rate is so fast, in fact faster than any submachine gun. It's quite the force to be reckoned with. However, the one gun that stood out for me mostly was the B23R, the third gun in its class to be unlocked. Absolutely 110% deadly. I played this game of Team Deathmatch with some randoms, and I found that I could literally run around the entire map and not have a problem immobilizing everybody. I mean, this gun is like a compressed version of the SWAT 5.56 and the M8. You could even possibly say it's got reminiscences of the Chicom about it, except for the advantage with this one is it's so bloody easy to handle. It's so quick to reload. Yes, the magazine size isn't massive, and even with extended mags it doesn't bump it up too much. But it is still a force to be reckoned with, and in my opinion, way too overpowered. If I'm able to run around a game of Team Deathmatch on an open map like this one, and humiliate the enemy so badly, it will almost be as embarrassing as that time they packed their school PE kit, only to remember that their sister had borrowed their bag the night before to get to the gym. So when the sneakers were taken out of the bag, little did they know that the sister's pink knickers were going to fall out and drop upon the changing room floor, in full view of all the school friends, of course. No, something's got to give. This needs to be nerfed and put back to the category it should be, as a secondary. Hang on, let me just repeat that. A secondary. That means it's a secondary gun, not a primary. A secondary. If they wanted to make it a primary, put it in their primary context. If they want to keep it as a secondary, nerf it down, maybe along with a couple of others, and put it there for that reason that if you need to quickly, hastily pull something out to get you out of a sticky situation, this is your bad boy. That, in my knowledge, is the whole idea behind it. It's there as an emergency, a backup. It's like the morning after pill. So you did something a little bit silly last night, did you? There you go, that'll get you out of bother. The same with the gun. So you spent all your ammunition, did you? Sprayed from the hip, you went a little bit silly, you wasn't thinking about your accuracy. There's your secondary, job done. It's no rocket science, is it? It's the old expression, isn't it? 1 step forward, 2 steps backwards. Why can't they just be consistent? Why can't they stick to what they're going to do? David Vonderhaar should have stuck with the courage of his convictions. It's pointless announcing to the gaming world that this is going to be something new and revolutionary, and yet the fact of the matter is it's back to the same old tat that we're normally used to seeing. It would be like the world leaders telling us they've found out the secret to world peace, only to be followed up by dropping a nuclear bomb on us all. And yes, I understand that every action has an equal and opposite reaction, but let's cut the science out. It's a frigging game. All we want to do is pick it up, have a few games, get a little bit of enjoyment out of it, turn it off, and then get back to reality. Back to our normal everyday lives with a certain sense of satisfaction that, for that 5-minute to 4-hour session, we were soldiers. We represented our country and everything we stood for, and we came out victorious. But what's more, we did it with pride and dignity. We just didn't feel the need to slap on every cheap class going just to get by. Anyway, rant over. I'm now off to continue my research on things overpowered by beating up my cat. I'll see you later, guys. Apocalypse done.
Good job, SEALs. Stand by for further orders.